Good morning, Terraria players, and welcome back to another episode of Pinkymod. In this episode, Terra time, and all the goodies that come just after. I am Bladeburger, your local person who is bad at aiming. Trust me, I am very bad at aiming. As usual, here's a list of the main mods used in this run, including stuff like Alchemist NPC Light, Magic Storage, and Pinkymod itself. If you have any mods to suggest, let me know down below. I do take suggestions. And now, make sure to do what the algorithm likes, and let's get back into the mod. To start off, I made the Terra's fruit item from Fargo's Mutant mod, because I'm lazy and impatient. It's post-mech, so of course we gotta go very quickly into Terra. I'm reusing the arena I had for Queen Bee, so it's easier. Now, let's take on Terra. Enjoy! Playing Terra down. When she went down, the mineral mirror was shaking. Activating it created an asteroid field in the sky not too far off from my main base. This mini biome was incredibly painful. It's so high up in the sky and there's quite a lot of high damage enemies prowling around, and there's also a spicy rock that erases your health when you get anywhere near it. It feels like Mary Curie. And there's also Among Us. I love this mini biome. It's so great. There's an Among Us. When trying to get the spicy rock from this mini biome, I ran into a Harpy mini boss, which dropped a summon for the next modded boss. That's for later though. For now, I wanted the spicy stone, but the pickaxe I had was too short range for me to keep out of danger. I remember seeing a recipe earlier for a zenith type of pickaxe, the World Shaper. It required going up the tiers of Alatoon picks and Alatoon hammers, eventually combining into the World Shaper. It had a lot of additional range, so it was safe to mine the nuclear rock. Well, safer. I could use the nuclear rock to make nuclear rods, which I then used to make the Hyper Blade, then the nuclear phase saber. The Hyper Blade was very fast and could heal you when it hit, and the nuclear phase saber could either left click to swing normally, but could right click to shoot a beam that consumed mana. Good on paper, but the next boss proved that it wasn't actually so great. So I went for an upgrade, doing a solar eclipse to get a broken hero sword, then using it to craft the true victory, which was the victory from last episode but now useful, firing a projectile from it. I also made a fire gauntlet. Go me. Now, a modded accessory, the Naga Eye Veil, a combination of the effects of the Star Veil and the effects of the Naga Eye Ring, which reduced damage taken by projectiles by 8%, useful for the next boss, which had a lot of projectiles. Before that though, I remembered Cobble Helm existed. Even all the way up post-Terra, still dealing a very large amount of damage. Actually more than the next modded boss. Next two modded bosses, in fact. Very unusual, but it was dead. Boss checklist ticked off. I then hunted Liferu to get ready for the next boss. After a while, I got plenty enough. And now it's time for the next modded boss, Valderis, the Harpy Aegis. Note before starting, this fight is another long one. I don't think it's because of my loadout, but because I'm bad at aiming and this true victory is not tracking. Anyways, enjoy! Valdaris down. The mineral mirror shook again, and he dropped Pandaean bars from his Birdman corpse treasure bag. Inside his treasure bag, he held Pandaean bars, as I just said, a weapon from his loot pool, and the Bulwark of the Weak, which is a defensive accessory, and his expert mode item, a set of wings. Of course, I forgot about the mineral mirror for a while and moved on to upgrades. I went to the dungeon and quickly got the Paladin's boots from a Paladin. They went into the Trailblazers, the final boot upgrade of the mod. I then made the Cryo Wraith out of a Frostbrand and some Ectoplasm. It was a tracking sword that did meh damage. I then remembered the mineral mirror and activated to spawn Pandaean ore in the hollow. After mining it for a decent amount of time, I crafted Pandaean armor to finish off this episode. It gave a lot of nice melee buffs, and its set bonus gave the night vision buff, and it released homing feather projectiles when enemies were very close. And with that, we round out this shorter episode. Only short here because there's a lot to cover next episode. Let's take a look at upgrades made. For armor, I went from Glorified Armor to Pandaean Armor. For weapons, I upgraded to the Hyperblade and the True Victory. For accessories, I got the Fire Gauntlet, Naga Eye Veil, Trailblazers, and Valdaris' wings. In the next episode, we go into the Void. Not menacing at all. Stay tuned for that next week. Thank you all for watching. Join my Discord. See you all in the next one. Blade Burger out.